Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome back for sneak peek number 2 of the Winter 2019 update. Today, we're going to take a look at the new Siege machine that is coming with Town Hall 13. But first, quick disclaimer, this is a developer build. This is not my real account, and anything that you see in this video may or may not change upon the release of the update. So, the Siege Barracks, it's like a bunker, guys. It's basically a bunker that puts out P.E.K.K.A. and wizards, and then there's clan castle troops hidden inside. But first, let's go ahead and jump back to the Siege Machine Workshop, and then we'll get into the details about this Siege Machine. Okay, so back at the Siege Machine Workshop, like I mentioned before, this Siege Machine will not be available at Town Hall 12. It is only exclusive to Town Hall 13. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade our barracks to level 4 and unlock the Siege Barracks. And so with that upgrade, we are going to unlock the level 1 Siege Barracks. And let's go ahead and take a look at some stats with this bad boy. And the first thing that I want to point out with this Siege Machine is that it does not have a target preference, meaning that it doesn't target the Town Hall, it doesn't target defenses. This Siege Machine is a stationary Siege Machine. It's basically a bunker, like I said before. The bottom message says it all. The Siege Barracks parachutes down gracefully to first release a madre of P.E.K.K.A.s and wizards, and then the clan castle troops. How they all manage to squeeze inside a mystery, not really worth investigating. So, starting out at level 1, it has 3,300 hit points and a training cost of 100,000 gold. It does have 1 P.E.K.K.A. that comes out of it automatically, and a count of 6 wizards for a lifetime of 30 seconds when it's uninhibited or shot at by defenses. And the training time is about 20 minutes. Moving into level 2, we will have an increase of about 500 hit points added onto the Siege Barracks. You will still only have 1 P.E.K.K.A. that comes out of it, and the wizard count is about 8 now. So you gain 2 additional wizards for level 2, and they will continue to come out of the Siege Barracks as long as it's within 30 seconds or it has not been destroyed by defenses. Jumping up to level 3, our hit points jump up to 4,100 and we gain 2 additional wizards. We will still only have 1 P.E.K.K.A. that initially comes out of the Siege Barracks, so we now will have a count of 10 wizards that come out as long as the Siege Machine is allowed to stay alive and not taken out by defenses. And we're going to finish it out with level 4. Last but not least, the Siege Machine Barracks will max out at level 4, and the hit points will be about 4,500 with a max count of about 12 wizards in the Siege Machine automatically, minus your troops that are actually in there. And again, for the maximum lifetime of about 30 seconds. With all that being said, I know what you're probably thinking, that you're going to probably want to drop the Siege Barracks in the middle of a base. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you cannot drop it in a red zone. So if it's inside walls, you're not going to be able to drop it inside there, unless there's an actual hole there. You will not be able to drop it on top of walls, and I promise you I'm pressing the walls. It just doesn't show me doing it. But you can drop it down here in this one single tile. It's just something I've been playing around with. And now you got to remember that this is a level 4, and a level 4 at 4,500 hit points, that's about the equivalent of a level 9 giant. So it doesn't have a ton of hit points. It's basically a tanking Siege Machine, and you will notice that the P.E.K.K.A.s are coming out, or the 1 P.E.K.K.A. is coming out and basically tanking for our wizards, and then our clan castle troops will be released upon the death of that Siege Machine. But you will not be able to drop it inside of a base unless there's an actual hole in there, but we have determined that you can drop it into 1 pixel spot. So now that we've determined that we cannot drop this siege weapon inside the base, it's more than likely going to be used on the outside of the base, basically like a funneler. I could see, like, that's where I'm really seeing this siege machine being used. Now, there's some things that I need to point out about this siege machine that you need to understand. Where do the P.E.K.K.A. come from, and where do the wizards come from? And they automatically come from the siege machine itself. These are not donated troops from your clanmates. This P.E.K.K.A. right here is going to be the maximum level that you have on your base. So if you have a level 8 P.E.K.K.A., this P.E.K.K.A. will be a level 8. If you have level 9 wizards, these wizards that are being generated from this siege machine are going to be level 9. And so basically you can use them as additional troops that are basically for free by using this siege machine. There's no other siege machine that does anything like this. This is the only one. But again, I feel like this is going to be more of a funneling siege machine. So you're really going to have to use your wall breakers and your jump spells to figure out how you're going to get into the base. Unlike the previous versions where you had the wall wrecker that opened up the core or open up the walls, and then the stone slammer that you could use to hit defenses and open up walls as well. So again, these two troops right here, this P.E.K.K.A. and this Ice Golem, are donated troops from your clanmates. So that's exactly where these troops are coming from, and these are some things that you need to take into consideration. Okay, so with all that information combined, we went ahead and pulled a auto-generated base from the developer build, Town Hall 12, because I can't show all of 13 just yet. We're only in day 2 of the sneak peeks. We're going to put that Siege Barracks in action, and we're going to kind of use it in the thought process of a funneler. And so we dropped it over there in the western side. And really based on this information and what you guys have seen so far, I'm really interested to hear what you post down in the comments below on how you see this siege machine being used. Now, obviously, you might need to see the rest of Town Hall 13 in order to come to that justification. However, we're going to use that Bar King up there in the north side to clear, and we're going to use the Siege Barracks to drop the P.E.K.K.A. and the Wizards over there to back up an Ice Golem. We're going to use this very basic army with Ice Golem, Bowlers, Witches, and hit this base with some bats on the back end. And you'll notice that the Siege Barracks produced enough troops on the south side or over there in that western corner to clear out a lot of the buildings over there. It didn't seem like a lot, but they did do quite a bit of damage over there, and allowed for our troops to just basically funnel in. Now remember, this is not a wall record, this isn't a stone slammer, so we had to incorporate a jump spell in order to carry our troops deeper, using the rage spell to carry these troops to the back side of the base. And I mean, it's not like what we're used to right now currently in the game at Town Hall 12, where we're used to using wall wreckers, or we're used to using stone slammers with the hogs or the Lalo attacks. And so this is really a different dynamic, and I'm not exactly entirely sure how we're going to incorporate it just yet. I mean, there could be another method that I'm missing, and again, as you see the back end of this attack happen, our P.E.K.K.A. that came from that initial wave of troops is obviously dead at this point, but it did do a little bit of damage over there in the placement of an Electro Dragon or something like that. But other than that, it's kind of where I'm at with it. That's just like the conclusion that I've come to, and as the rest of Town Hall 13 unveils throughout the week, we will be able to maybe see a better justification for the Siege Barracks. But other than that, that's going to pretty much wrap us up for today, guys. If you got any questions of your own, drop them down in the comments below, and I'm definitely interested to hear your feedback. If you enjoyed the content today, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.